kind of looks like a light bulb, but is so much more.
Hello and welcome to Nanoleaf Live 2023. We're back and more excited than ever to show you what we've been up to at Nanoleaf and to unveil all of our new releases. And spoilers, by releases, we might mean that we'll literally be releasing them at the end of this stream, so if you weren't already, get excited. And do stick around for the end of the stream because we'll be having a live Q&A session with Nanoleaf CEO and co-founder Gimmy Chu, where you can ask all of your burning Nanoleaf questions, like, if you could only bring one Nanoleaf product to a deserted island, which would you bring? And also real questions. Now, before we dive into your feature presentation, here's a quick overview of what we're going to be showing you today. Truth be told, as much as we've tried to keep them a secret, you already know what these new products are because you're the ones who asked for them. Sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. Say hello to Nanoleaf 4D. You loved our PC screen mirror feature, but wished you could use it for TV shows, movies, and console gaming. Well, call us genies because your wish is now granted. And now you only have 2 wishes left, and you can't wish for more wishes. You know the rules. Nanoleaf 4D is a camera-based screen mirror solution that takes your entertainment beyond the screen. 4D captures the content from your screen in real time, and along with Nanoleaf's first ever addressable light strip, illuminates your space for an ultra immersive visual effect that takes you right into the action. The best part is that you can completely customize your desired level of immersion to suit whatever type of content you're viewing, with 4 unique mirror modes ranging from 1D to the full 4D effect. 1D provides an ambient white glow that follows the brightness of the content on your screen to provide the ultimate background lighting. It's perfect for dramatic movies or slow-paced and low-key visuals. 2D emanates the current dominant color from your screen all across your light strip at once. This creates a sense of immersion that transports your space into the world of your content, like giving you the feeling of diving into the ocean or flying through the wide open sky. 3D takes multiple colors from your screen and scatters them across your light strip for an effect that's immersive without being overly dynamic. Not only does it look amazing for vast and unique landscapes, but it'll be your go-to for first-person shooter and role-playing games because of its ability to bring you into the world of the game without diverting your attention from completing your mission. And finally, 4D is the literal definition of immersion itself. Don't check the dictionary, just trust us. With 4D, your lights reflect an exact match of your screen, bringing the action past the frame and extending your entertainment
to infinity and beyond!
We don't need to tell you about the impact it adds to the action in any of your favorite movies or console games. Each and every mirror mode was designed to provide its own unique level of immersion and its own wow factor. And with just a quick tap in the Nanoleaf app or on the 4D controller, you can completely customize your viewing experience with any mode, at any time, with any content. It's that easy. And no matter the size of your TV, 4D has got you covered. With our exclusive technology, you can cut your light strip to any size, and the mirroring effect will automatically remap to suit the new length. That means our kits can fit screens up to 85 inches, and all the way down to, technically, your smartphone, if that's your vibe. Not recommended, but we're not your mom. Tricky. Challenge accepted. add a sound reactive rhythm music visualization effect to any mirror mode to up the ante even further. Pump up your sound effects and soundtracks, or let your mind be blown with heart-pumping music videos. Capture the energy of a music festival right in your living room, minus the $8 water bottles. You know, you're asking for a lot, and we love it. So you've already got Nanoleaf lights around your TV? With our exclusive Sync Plus technology, you can extend the 4D mirroring effects across all the Nanoleaf RGB devices in your space. Literally all, as in Sync Plus can support over 50 Nanoleaf RGB devices at once. And if you have more than 50 in one room, we need to see your setup. Please send pics. Position each additional device in the app where it actually appears in your room to create a larger-than-life version of your screen that spans from wall to wall. Whether it's light panels, lines, or even essentials, your entire layout can become part of the action. And if you do have that amazing layout already in your entertainment space and don't necessarily need the extra light strip, you can grab our camera-only kit. See, we thought of everything. And by we mean you. But what about when the mirroring's off? Well, the party doesn't stop there. 4D comes preloaded with new exclusive scenes, including rhythm scenes, that can either complement your content when you're not in a mirror mode mood, or just set the ambience when your TV's off. With scenes like Game Night, you can give your setup the ultimate game show vibe, with bright colors and dynamic animations. Or try the exclusive new rhythm scenes like Lo-Fi Chill and Beat Crusher to bring your playlist to life. These scenes are perfect for everything from hosting friends for a karaoke night to leveling up intense gaming sessions. Fun fact, you can put the camera above the screen with the included mount, or below the screen on a console table with the small built-in stand. And finally, about the camera. We want to make sure that you know that the 4D camera does not save, store, or record anything. The camera feeds the color information it takes from the screen directly to your light strip or other Nanoleaf RGB lights, so there's no need for any of that. But just for added peace of mind, it also comes with a magnetic privacy cover you can use to cover the camera when it's not in use. So you're covered, literally. But really, the most exciting thing about Nanoleaf 4D is that it's available for pre-order right now at nanoleaf.me. It'd probably be best if you waited till the end of this stream to place your order so that you don't miss out on the rest of our releases, but that's what multiple tabs are for. And that was 4D. Everything you asked for and more. You want more? You want Overwolf? What is Overwolf is a gaming integration that captures in-game events like kills, deaths, and assists. And now with the new Nanoleaf Overwolf integration, it can sync those events to your Nanoleaf RGB devices for OP lighting effects. Celebrate every victory with your lights flashing green, or revel in your death as they turn blood red. Overwolf is compatible with a virtually endless list of games, and on top of that, each reaction was specifically designed to suit the playstyle and events of each individual game. That way you won't be scoring goals in CSGO or planting bombs in Rocket League. And while it comes with attractive preset animations, you can also completely customize the colors and motions of each lighting reaction to create a gaming experience that's truly unique to you. In between event reactions, with the Nanoleaf Overwolf integration, you can set your lights to screen mirror your gameplay, or create your own custom thematic scenes in the Nanoleaf app to play in the background and get you in the zone. But enough talk, you want to see it in action. Not trying to flex, but I'll show you how it's done. You've probably seen enough. Now it's time to try it for yourself. The Nanoleaf Overwolf integration is live now in the Nanoleaf desktop app. But don't be too hard on yourself when you play. Not everyone can have this level of skill. Now, those previous 2 requests have flooded our feed over the past year, but they were nothing compared to this. We did it. You loved our shaped ultra black triangles, and when we say love, we mean genuinely to an almost concerning degree. But the great thing about our shapes is that you can connect them to other shapes, and when it comes to shapes, we know one thing for certain. Hexagons are the bestagons. The new Shapes Ultra Black Hexagons come with a 360-degree black finish, even accessories like the linkers and power supply are black, because we take the word ultra seriously. And that means that when they're off, you have a sleek geometric design on your wall that stands on its own as a piece of art. but we like our art a little more art GB. Turn them on for our most vibrant and saturated colors yet. And of course, with the Nanoleaf app, you can create your own scenes with custom color palettes and dynamic animations, or discover and download thousands of scenes shared by members of the Nanoleaf community. And they make some good stuff. You can use these hexagons alone, or connect them with your ultra black triangles for even more design possibilities. But really, the most exciting thing about ultra black hexagons is that they're available for pre-order now at nanoleaf.me. And don't worry, we'll be wrapping up soon, so you won't have to wait much longer. And by soon, we mean now. With all of your suggestions, comments, and incredible ideas, it was really you who allowed us to create Nanoleaf 4D, our new Overwolf integration, and ultra black hexagons. You've helped us take lighting into a new world full of immersion, entertainment, and excitement, and we know that together we can continue to innovate, create, and light up the world in style. Usually at the end of these events, we show you a mysterious, ambiguous sneak peek at something that we have in the works. But we kind of let the cat out of the bag with this one. So here's an early look at Nanoleaf Skylight. Get your ceilings ready. But for now, let's head over to our live Q&A session with Gimmy Chu to get the answers for all of your questions. Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you for joining us today for our Nanoleaf Live 2023 event. We're here live with CEO and co-founder Gimmy Chu to answer all of your questions. So we've been looking at the chat. We see you guys have a lot of questions, and we're excited to answer them for you. So Jimmy, do you want to introduce yourself before we get started?
Hey everybody, thank you guys so much for joining our live event. I'm Gimmy Chu. I'm one of 3 co-founders of Nanoleaf. I saw from the chat some of the people here were from our Kickstarter days. That was over 10 years ago. So, you know, really, we wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. We're really excited. I hope you guys like what you guys saw. We're super excited to actually share with you more details. And yeah, how do you want to do the Q&A?
So we're going to take your questions from the chat and then answer them, Q&A style. All right, so a few questions. Did any of them catch your eye so far? I'm going to try to help feed Jimmy questions, but yeah.
I think there was some fun ones. I think somewhere about 4D, I took note of some. There was one from at Suzuna. Does it work with my lines? And the answer to that one is yes. Through Sync Plus, we've made it so that you could actually work with all of Nanoleaf's ecosystem of products. So within the app, there's the ability to actually put all of your products in a 3-dimensional space. And depending on where in the room your product is located, whether it's lines or it's bulbs or it's light strips or it's the shapes panels, it'll actually mirror with the appropriate part of the screen. So this is something that we worked really hard on. And yeah, to answer your question, yes, it will work with all of your products.
And it's really cool when all your products are working together. It creates like a very next level, I would say cinematic movie theater experience, but a little bit cooler.
Cool. And then another one from at Ethan L. What's unique about 4D? So, you know, I think the 4D product, the way that we envisioned it was really, there's different degrees of immersion that you could have. So when we first started working on screen mirroring, it was introduced as part of our desktop app. This was done probably about 3-4 years ago. We realized that for different type of content, you want mirroring to work differently. So for example, if you're playing a game that has, you know, you want to spread out that game throughout the rest of your room. However, if you're watching, for example, a sports event, then really, like for example, basketball, you just have kind of a hardwood floor. You don't really want that to mirror, and if it mirrors, it doesn't actually create the best effect. So for those different types of content that you watch, we have different levels of immersion that actually create an optimal viewing experience. And one of the things that I love doing with my TV, whenever I have guests over, is I watch a lot of music videos. I'm a big music lover. And so we wanted to make sure that the audio content coming from your TV also gets captured and adds to the overall experience. And so you have a slightly different effect depending on whether you're a 1D, 2D, 3D, or 4D. So I think that this is probably one of the things that that I love the most about the 4D product. Do you have any favorites?
I agree with you. I think the rhythm feature, because you can actually toggle rhythm on with any of the modes. So it's not just like the 4 modes plus rhythm. It's like you can have it 1D mode plus rhythm. And it's really, really cool when it's reacting to music. Even like for your music videos, even if you're just playing like your Spotify on your TV or something, it looks really good. But also, I think, yeah, I think all of the modes are really cool. My favorite is 4D, but again, like you said, it depends on the type of
It
content.
depends on what you're watching.
And you can completely customize. It's in the app. Again, it's like the press of a button, so you can switch it up.
Yeah, I think one of the discussions when we were building it was like people always thought that 4D needs to be the best actual viewing experience, and I'm like, no, that's not correct. It's just different. Different things are optimized for different types of content. So definitely try it out and let us know what you guys think. Let's go on to another question. There's been a lot of questions here about price. So I know a camera asked about this. There's a couple other ones. One of the really good things about the 4D product is that we include a pretty long light strip. So there's two different ones. One is up to 65-inch TVs, and one supports up to 85-inch TVs. But you could kind of cut it to size. So if you have anything below 65 inches, it'll fit even a pretty small TV. The starting price for the 65-inch one is $99 US. So our view is we really wanted to create something that was really accessible to our customers. And I think there was another question up here around why not an HDMI box? This was from at Barry Cummer. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but they said why not HDMI? And the reality is not all content comes through an HDMI stream. So most TVs these days are built with smart capabilities built in. You could get your favorite streaming service, or you could watch Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and we just wanted to make sure that we could actually access the create a solution for the most amount of customers. So that was that. I guess that was the answer to two questions.
And back to the question about the light strip, like we mentioned before, you can cut it to any length. So that's why you can use it for your monitors if you want, for the things that you like. Obviously, we have our PC screen mirror solution, but if you don't want to use that, or like really any size TV, any size monitor, it's really compatible, and the price is really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, we also are offering a SKU which only has a camera. So there's been some customers that are really interested in just having their shapes panels, for example, mirror what their TV is doing. So you have that as an option. But I do think that having the light strips in the back of your TV is definitely really, really cool and looks great.
Yeah, but if let's say you already have, because I know we see on social media, tons of people have these huge like layouts around their TV. It looks really cool. And then those are the people that have been begging for the camera solution. So now you can finally mirror to that. And again, like with the Sync Plus, you can mirror to any amount of your devices and stuff. And let's say you don't need the light strip. We have a camera only option, but it does, again, like Jimmy said, look really cool with the light strip.
All right, let's move on to another question. Let's see, there was some questions around Overwolf. The question was, what games does the Overwolf integration support? So this was asked by Henry Dorset. Overwolf supports a wide assortment of games. Right now, I counted within Overwolf, there's about 40 different games that it supports. It supports most of the most popular ones. So the games that I play, I play a lot of Dota, Fortnite, Valorant, CSGO. These are all games that are supported by Overwolf. I also noticed that they have on their roadmap to support Diablo 4. So that just came out. There's certain events that will be supported in the desktop app. And the great thing is, as soon as something's supported by Overwolf, we will also inherit that. And so it's going to be a constantly updating assortment of games that it supports. And I know that Overwolf really prioritizes the games that are the most popular. I've been using it.
Yeah, they're quick. They add stuff really quickly, like when they come out.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think that it takes like gameplay to the next level. And I'm a huge gamer. I play Dota like pretty much every night as a way to unwind. But like having the Overwolf integration where all your lights flash different colors when you're using different spells or whatever, it's epic. And this goes back to kind of like our vision around creating experiences for customers, right? So what you saw in today's keynote, it's really around the entertainment experience as well as the gaming experience. And we think that that's really fundamental to our customers. You know, a lot of people that post on Instagram, they're always posting it into their, you know, either their gaming rooms or their TV spaces. It's really their entertainment centers of their home. And we wanted to make it more than just a decorative piece, but an interactive piece that could actually interact with all of those experiences. So that's ultimately what we're trying to achieve with these products. All right.
Someone, Harvey Specter, asked what's the difference with the 4 modes. So like we said, there's for 4D, there's 4 modes of immersion. So just to run you through it quickly, 1D is like a, like a white sort of background light. And actually, fun story, but like Jimmy actually requested 1D specifically. Because he said, you know, sometimes, and like you mentioned before, like sometimes you want different levels of immersion, but if you're watching like a drama or something like that, you want that white background lighting, but it still changes the brightness along with the brightness on your screen. So it's still mirroring your screen, but in like a less intrusive way. Then you dial it up to 2D, which mirrors your entire, the dominant color onto the entire light strip. So let's say you're like running through the forest in like a video game or in like a movie, then the whole thing will turn green, and it's very, very immersive, but not as immersive as 3D. So
sorry guys.
So 3D mode takes all the colors from the color palette on the screen and scatters them across the light strip. So let's say there's blues and greens and pinks and purples, you'll see all of those colors represented. And then 4D is basically a 1-to-1 match. So like you saw before, it's, if you know something goes like this, it's going like that on your light strip, and it's really, really cool. And it's very vibrant, and we worked really hard to make this product very vibrant. So it feels when you're watching it like an extension of your screen. Like it makes, again, we call them levels of immersion because it really is that immersive experience.
So I'm looking at the other questions on here. There's a lot of questions around whether the 4D product will work with our old light panels. And the answer to that is yes. So it will work with our old light panels as well as our canvas products. So it's, you know, this goes back to creating an ecosystem of products that all work together. And it also works, again, with our bulbs and our light strips, our thread-enabled products. So it's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There's some questions on here about what is next. What are the next Matter products? Talk about the new Matter products. This is from Relaxation Quest and Ruth Palmer. You know, we have some, we've been releasing quite a few thread-enabled Matter devices. And the next one's coming out, I believe, are the GU10 as well as the downlight. And our view is, you know, how do we actually create a home that can be fully, have all your lights automated? We also have a ceiling fixture coming out as well. And these are all going to be added to our Essentials product line. And these are the essentials for what you need for lighting. But I think what's really going to make them special is how it's going to work with our ecosystem of technology. So for example, with Overwolf, now imagine you have a ceiling fixture plus these down lights in your room, and all of them are flashing based on the spell that you're using in a game, right? And that is really, really epic.
Yeah.
So that's, oh, go ahead.
I think the more, not to say the more products you get, but as we're releasing more things, including the Matter products, it's like you can really create this full experience. And the great thing about us wanting to sort of expand this ecosystem is that not only are there new products coming out like the Matter products, but like with new features coming out, they kind of encompass the older products. So like Jimmy said about like the light panels and the canvas and stuff, it's like we're always working to improve that experience no matter where you fall on the spectrum of like what you have and what you use and stuff like that. But we do have a lot of Matter stuff coming out, and it's pretty exciting.
All right. Let's see. How are we doing with questions? So, will the 4D light support circadian or adaptive lighting when the TV isn't on? This is coming from Benjamin. I actually don't know the answer to this. I believe it should, but I haven't personally tested it.
I don't. Maybe someone can tell us on our team, but yeah, I don't know either. Because you can do, when it's not mirroring, you can do like a lot of different scenes, and it looks really cool. You basically have access to any, because it's addressable, you have access to any of our regular scenes, like the ones you can download from Discover, the ones you can create, and then also rhythm scenes, like any of the rhythm scenes you can play on it, right? Because it's rhythm reactive. But that one, no one has told us an answer for it.
So I think just to add to that, like I think it's a really cool feature. It's like when you're not watching TV, you could still have your TV hang as a decorative piece with the light strip shining in the background. So it's a really good add-on to basically your entertainment center, and it looks beautiful.
And the thing too is like you're asking these questions even if we don't immediately have answers, but like the way that we made all these products is because you guys asked for them. And we're always like listening to the community and like listening to you guys. So when you say, does it have adaptive lighting? If it doesn't, maybe it will soon, but if it does, then ignore what I said. But yeah, we'd actually love to see also in the chat. I know you guys are like asking your questions, but like if you guys have any like ideas or suggestions, then okay, apparently the answer is no, but like we said, it's like the more you guys like talk about these things and request them, and as you play around with these products, you'll come up with new ideas and stuff. Not to say we're stealing your ideas, but I mean we're borrowing them and not returning them.
There were some questions on the chat around skylight and smart switches. So I know Ant007X just asked about the smart switches. We showcased these at CES earlier this year, and our team has been working to kind of fine-tune the details of them. Our goal is to launch these before the end of the year, so stay tuned for more. But that's for a different announcement. We are super excited about that, and our vision for it is that all of our products need to work together, and it really needs to create an experience that's unique and special, right? And really, it goes back to we do this for you guys. Like from when we first started, there was a huge group of Kickstarter backers that really supported us, and some of you guys are still in this chat actually looking at what we're doing, and this is what gets me excited every single day, to be able to build products for you guys. So rest assured, we're working our best to actually bring these products to market and hopefully create a product that could make you smile. That's ultimately what we're trying to achieve.
We want to make things that, like Jimmy said, like really create that experience. And as we're releasing more things, even like 4D, it really helps complete that experience, even with your previous things. But the answer is yes, we made black hexagons. So that was the number one. I feel like now that we've made ultra black hexagons, we can, work on other things. Just kidding. We have so much in the works. It's actually insane. And we're so excited about everything, but some things still have to be secret. Sorry.
There was a question from Smart Light Dimwit. Will 4D work with elements, and is there a privacy cap included? So that's two questions. So privacy cap is an easy answer. Yes, we have that.
And it's magnetic.
Yes, so it's pretty cool. You could take it off. You could kind of clip it on. Magnetic, so it just kind of sticks onto it. Will it work with elements? That's kind of a tough question. I've never actually tried it.
I don't think our screen mirror, to my knowledge, I don't think our screen mirror, maybe we can help out in the chat if this isn't accurate, but our screen mirror in general doesn't work with elements just because the elements would look hexagons. They don't do RGB. They just do warm to cool white, the whole spectrum of warm to cool light. But because of that, you can't really screen mirror with them. So I don't think we have that support because it just wouldn't be optimal. And everything we work on, we really want to make it like the best experience possible. So to my knowledge, you cannot, but everything else, everything RGB, it works with.
Okay, there's someone spamming the chat. Is Skylight being announced today?
No.
Well,
announced as released today, no, but announced as did we show you a cool preview? Yes, but I think Skylight is going to be the new black hexagons, the new things that people are like the most hyped about.
I hope so. I think it's something that people haven't seen in their homes before.
Yeah.
So as a product design company, we're always trying to dream up what doesn't exist on the market today. But then when you do that, it's hard to tell what the audience's response is going to be. So, I think the fact that you guys are excited about it, I think that's one sign. But we're refining the product. It's going to come out soon.
And we definitely sneakily had it at CES this year. And since then, it's like the inbox has been flooded with like, when and how can I get this? And they're like, I need to do my whole ceiling. How many is this? It's like, and like the cool, okay, I don't want to talk too much about Skylight, but it's very cool. We'll talk about it next time. It's very cool.
Very cool. Yes. Cool. And then there was someone called JJ Frazen. 4D can handle 50 devices, meaning 50 controllers, right? That is correct. 50 controllers. So it doesn't mean 50 individual panels. A single controller might have 50 panels connected to it. That would count as one device. So, hopefully that answers your question. Mm-hmm. But you can have multiple devices spread out throughout your room. So for example, a wall like this would count as a single device.
Which
So
is
it's really cool.
very cool. Yeah. Also, I think someone called H something petition for that Nanoleaf pillow behind Jimmy. You can actually get the Nanoleaf pillows on the website. So that one is a prototype, but you can get a better one on the website. They're available now. They're very, very soft and very comfortable and very large.
Alrighty. Any other questions, or should we look to wrap this up?
This is your final chance to get your burning questions in.
Home Assistant. All right. Lucas is asking, is the new stuff compatible with Home Assistant? So far from what I've seen, the Home Assistant community has created interfaces that work with Nanoleaf products. If this is something that you guys are looking for, we could look into actually building something native to support that. I think that there is a big part of the smart home community that uses Home Assistant, and I think over the years, Home Assistant has really gained in popularity. So this is definitely something that we could look into. Right now, I don't believe there's support, but because the 4D is built using a very similar architecture as our Shapes product and our Lines product, it's probably very easy to adapt to work with Home Assistant. There are cool parts of how we've developed 4D in which it will work with Apple's ecosystem, it'll work with Google's ecosystem and Alexa. So that's there built in. But with Home Assistant, I don't believe, I haven't tried it yet. So I'll definitely look into it, though. That's a good question.
But for your other, like for the other ecosystems like Google, Apple, you can definitely say, hey, blank, and it will turn on your 4D and stuff like that. I believe it can control all of the non-mirror for now. So you wouldn't activate mirroring, let's say. You could activate your scenes and everything like that, brightness, all like that. But yeah, it's definitely coming too.
But we are doing a firmware update to support turn on 4D mode or turn on 3D mode. But that should be pretty straightforward to do, and that'll be released in a firmware update.
Yeah, you guys see the cool products, but there's, in terms of firmware updates and all of our updates, we have so much always going on behind the scenes because we really want to give you the optimal experience. And anytime there's room for improvement, we're always like working to get better and better. And the team is like grinding on these things. So yeah, we're always working for those things.
Also, I think overall, we just wanted to share with you guys, we do listen to you guys as a community. So please keep sharing your feedback. We're constantly doing firmware updates to our products to actually improve things. There's new app updates coming out very, very frequently. It's probably several in a month that we do. So we are listening to you guys, and we have Nano Girl, Nano Guy in our different social media platforms. We're happy to continue to listen to you guys and continue to make improvements to our products.
And we always want to be a company where if we think something's cool, we want to do it. So if you guys think something's cool, then we'll probably think it's cool. And if we think it's cool, we're going to do it. So yeah, keep sharing your ideas all the time on socials everywhere. Like whether you're DMing us, whether you're tweeting stuff out, like you can see, like we're always watching and collecting this information and using it to make the best, coolest stuff.
Cool.
All right, I guess we're ready to wrap up. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us on like social media, or if you have any technical questions, you can reach out to our support team. We're, again, always listening and not in a creepy way. But yeah, thanks so much for joining, and we will see you guys another time. Get ready for these.